Hello you lovely people, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kirsten, this is where I art and craft, and this is an incomplete as yet phenology journal which I am in the process of making. I was making it a year ago, but circumstances changed and the reason for which I was making it fell by the wayside, so it kind of got abandoned. But now I'm wanting to get it finished for the 20th of March, which is the spring equinox. I've still got some sewing to do in here, sewing in this one. I've still got the finished sewing the covers. This is a nice crunchy paper bag covers for 4 of them with 4 signatures in each one, spring, summer, autumn, winter, roughly. But I was looking at Tracie Fox's Renew kit, and I just thought the bits in this that would work wonderfully with my phenology journal. So I thought I'm going to make a couple of pieces. I might make some more yet, but I've made these 2, and this is how I made them coming up. I hope you enjoy it. The links will be down below. Thanks for being here. Look at all this goodies. We've got files, we've got tags and journaling cards, we've got slides, we've got these really cute flowers done like in an oil painting style, and butterflies and birds and circles and tabs. We've got black and white photographs, and then we've got all these goodies and images and like bits like this, and we've got, I've said tabs, haven't I? There was something else I suddenly thought I haven't said. Where is I said tab, labels. Did I say labels? I don't think I said labels, did I? This is all in 2 sizes, as I normally do. I normally print kits I really like out in 2 sizes. This is Renew from Tracie Fox Creative, and I thought I might just have a bit of a play with it today. Why do I print it out in 2? Because it's, I've had people say to me before, it's not expensive. Well, printing out using an eco tank is no more expensive than buying a pad of paper. And I quite like the fact that with digitals you can print it out in 2 sizes. You can print it out in different papers. You can print it out on acetate if you want. You can print it out in tea bag paper if you want. You can print it out in all kinds of different things. So you actually get more for the initial purchase. Yes, you've got to then print out. Yes, you've got to buy the things you're printing out on it. But you don't use a lot of it, and you only print out what you want. I tend to print out everything twice, big and half size, in a kit I like. That doesn't mean to say I like every single bit in this kit. There was, let me just, there is one. It's just not my cup of tea. It's just not my cup of tea at all. Where is it? Oh, I don't know where it is. But I don't know where it is anyway. But there's always a bit of paper in a cup of tea. In a cup of tea, there's always a bit of, I was going to say it's not my cup of tea, but I can't find it. There's always a bit of paper in a kit that you're a bit more meh about. So I'm okay with printing it out. I then have the stuff to use for whatever I'm making, but also bits that then end up in other bits as well. Currently, I'm trying to finish my phenology journal, and this Renew kit's been sitting here for a wee while, and I suddenly thought, why don't you just make a couple of things for your phenology journal for when you're finally getting on to it with that Renew kit, and then you'll know what you want to pull in and out from it. I mean, things like this are very like, because I'm using phenology and arty together, things like this are very, from the look, very similar to stuff in the arty kit. So these will tie in great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of start sorting all this out, and then I'll be back when I've got an idea of what I might make. I'll be back. I've just inked up around the inside of this. It won't surprise those of you who know me and watch me regularly that I've decided to go for one of the slides. This is just later on, it just got chilly, so I put my cardigan on. I've kind of taken away the bits I don't think I'm going to use this morning. I'm just going to do a couple of makes, I've decided, and I'm concentrating on these lovely ones. But I've got bits here that I might use as well. So I've got that out, I've inked it up, and what I'm thinking is I'm going to use this as a background. Then I'm going to have him in, and he's on a wee branch, and I thought what I would do is I'd use the flower. So is he taking a flower? There's one of these that says Springtime Love or something on it. There's Awakening there. There isn't a lot of I love my love in the springtime. There isn't a lot of wordy bits, but there are some. And actually he's taking the flower to, clearly he's not flying at the moment, but he's just he's taking the flower. That's his whole intention, is to get that flower to his partner. I know I can't help being silly. I know. I like these labels, but they're not quite in keeping with the bit of the kit I'm wanting to use. Not just in size, just in the fact that I'm using this kind of painterly side of the kit, and the labels are all really for the more maybe use a bit of that behind there. It's a bit thick. Anyway, let's get this sorted. Do I want it that way or do I want it that way? What does it look like that way? Then while that's drying, let's put the acetate on here. I just love having the part of it escaping out. Let's just put that away. Put that away. Ink this pretty up. I mean, it's been fine. Tucked behind, not there. I just love having it breaking through. Let's make that more obvious somehow. How about another wee flower on the outside edge here? That would work. Have we got a wee flower? There's a wee one. That wee one? No. Oh, actually the green one might work. Oh, I quite like the green one because the green one's kind of got. So let's put the tail up like that, and we'll stick that green one down like that. do want a bit over this other side as well now. Oh, maybe I could do one of the little butterflies over the other side instead. I might put that on once we've finished, actually. And I've discovered that my distress ink is just the right size for balancing these clips on. Right, we'll just put that there. Let's move on to this. I wanted to do this journal card, and I thought I'd do this journal card with some. I'm going to take apart some of these elements here. I want a bit of this, I want a bit of this. So let's see. Because I don't think I'm going to use this big tag at all on this, and it doesn't matter if I tear up. It doesn't matter. It's only paper, and I want to use my paper this way, so this is the way I'm going to use my paper. The question is whether I want to tear off. I think I do want to tear off the. There we go. Look at these two other ones I thought might join the party. Put that one there and this one here. I was wondering about this. I'm also going to. That was the flattest. No, I don't want that. It's funny. I thought the blue would be quite nice on it, but I don't like the blue on it because there is blue in the background. I think I'm there with that. Before I stick any of this down, this kind of colour reminds me of picked raspberry, so I want to add some kind of picked raspberry to the background. Some water down. Just there's the pink raspberry. I might edge all the butterfly with the pink raspberry just to make it pop. Let's ink this in the pink raspberry as well, this circle. Pinked raspberry? Picked raspberry. It's a very vivid pink. It's not a colour I associate with raspberry at all. Right, okay. And I might actually just do a there we go. And do I want to do, I'm not going to do the little ones in it. I'm going to leave that. Trim this down now. Do you know what? I just had a thought. I think I'm going to trim this with my deckled edge. Right. I want to let that sit for a wee while, and while that's sitting, let's go back to this one. The first thing I need to do is trim it. Okay, I'm going to put this on here. Going that way. I also feel like I want something behind it, a wee bit of trim of some kind. Let's see what we've got here. We might want to, a wee bit of sari silk maybe? Maybe. Oh, actually that'd be quite nice behind there, wouldn't it? Maybe not, maybe this is actually a bit of old from inside a book. Maybe. You're not going to get a cut with those with these covers on, person. Take a bit of that and a bit of sari silk. And I feel like going and finding a bit of bright pink thread, which I'll have somewhere. I doubt whether I've got anything bright pink in here, but I will have, oh, see there's bright bit, a bit. See that sari silk's quite bright as well. Maybe we'll use a bit of sari silk. Make that a wee cluster for up there, like that. Yeah, quite like that. What else? I think it needs a splash. I think it needs some, what we're going to splash it with. Oh, we're back to the picked raspberry again. Do I want to do that before or after I stick this down? I think I want to do it. Or do I want to do gold? Yeah, let's do some splashing in gold. And what I want is, I want the butterfly splashed, but not this slot. I also want to try and stop the frame. Where's the bit I cut out? There we go. So if we put this, let's just activate that. I should have activated that before I started fiddling, shouldn't I? Because now I'm going to have to wait for it. Right, well that's just softening. Let's stick these bits together. Let's just put some gold thread behind this as well. Let's ink this up. The sun's coming in. I'm going to have to get a move on before the sun stops me filming. Nearly there. We're nearly there. I've got such gluey fingers. It's a good job I'm not working on that black any longer. That black journal. Oh yeah. Let's suppose I was going to get some on the butterfly without the... That'll do. That'll do. Right, I'm just going to leave that for a second. And I've managed to splash some gold on here, which I don't mind actually. It's only a little bit and it's actually fine. In fact, do you know what I might just do? I might just put another wee bit on it, because this is a stage to put it on it. Right, okay, I've now got gold splattered everywhere. Oh, Kirsten! That's because you're rushing now to get away from the sun. Right, let's just move this one over here. Let's just get a bit of, well, just wipe this up. It's gone on the butterflies as well. It's gone on the desk. It's gone on my ink pad and my dauber. It's gone on some of the bits there, but I'm not bothered about it going in some of the bits. Right, let's have a look. Oh, is that butterfly meant to be that on here? Is that the wrong butterfly I've gone in? Because I was going to put a green butterfly on here as well, wasn't I? Never mind. Let's trim this off. And I want a word on here as well, but I'm not convinced any of the words from the kit are going to do it. Let's see. Oh, we've got awakening. Awakening would be quite nice, wouldn't it? It's a bit big, but I kind of like it. I'm going to trim it down very neat. It's just the wrong, it's too big. It's too big. I could just cut out the springtime of that, but that's too red. Springtime of that. Flowers and fruits. Oh, there's, is that the awakening smaller? No, that's the same awakening. I just want a bit of word. At all. Let me see. So I quite like to use that, but that's too big. Trim it down a bit. There we go. I see, and I love the fact that that's a bit kind of raggedy as well. Don't mind it covering up that. Do I want it down here? Do I want it here? I think I want it there, and I don't mind it covering up that. Yes, we're going to use that. Look at the sun coming in now. I need to finish because you're not going to be able to see anything. I'm going to finish these two off and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm in a slightly precarious position trying to block the sun so I can do this filming for you so you can see the finished journaling card. And I've put another butterfly on the back there, just half a butterfly of the writing space in the back, and we've got blotches of gold splattered on the back here from stuff that was obviously still on the surface when I turned it back over, when I moved it, because it wasn't. But I love this. I've drawn in the gold butterfly antenna, but I love that, love it. I also love this, which is the little, take that out of the way, the little specimen card with the birdie taking the flower to I love my love in the springtime. And I found this other butterfly that I couldn't find. It had fallen on the floor, which was just as well because I stuck it on this side because those tips of the wings were showing. And I actually quite like the fact it's stuck on this side. And I've just stuck down this bit of coffee dye to give me a journaling spot on there. And I will be using these in my phenology journal for my springtime bits of my phenology journal. So you'll see them in that journal eventually. Whether you see me actually using them, putting them in the journal, I don't know, but you'll see them when I do a flip through of that bit of the journal. But for now, this kit is Renew by Tracie Fox Creative, and it's a lovely kit. I've stuck mainly to the kind of painterly bits, but it's got a whole load of different new life type images, new beginning type images. There's some photographs of babies being born. There's a lamb, a girl and a lamb. There's flowers. There's all kinds of things. As I say, I stuck to this kind of painterly one because I was thinking about what I might add to my journal when I start, my phenology journal, when I start using it. Links are all down below, including at a later date I will add a link to where I might use these in my phenology journal if that shows up. But if you're watching this in early March when I'm putting it up, that link won't be there yet. 20th of March is when I'll be starting my phenology journal because that's the spring equinox. Until next time, you take care. Keep crafting. Bye for now.